Please, I would also like now to call our next speaker, Mr. Amine Belghazi, who's a radio host, interpersonal communication, and soft skills trainer. Please come with me on stage.
Assalamu alaikum. Well, first of all, I want to thank you. Thank ICESCO for inviting me to such a wonderful event. Sarah, I was not expecting this. It is a huge event, okay? It's definitely a good one. So thanks again for inviting me. It's kind of scary for me, even though I'm a coach in public speaking, because normally when I'm talking to people, it's to make them laugh. So it's kind of different this time, but I will keep the informal structure of the speech, and I will start first of all by sharing with you a story of a friend of mine. So this guy was calling himself a loser. He's a very good friend of mine. We were in high school together. So he experienced a lot of bad, emotionally, humanly, even in his studies, he experienced a lot of failures, simply failures. So this guy had one thing that I still remember, one capacity that very few people have naturally, is that he was able to talk to everyone he met at this time. The guy was very smooth in public speaking, but he was not aware really of this capacity that he has. And he got into some troubles. He went to the US, he followed his dream there. For the joke, he dated an American girl who was considered for him out of his league because he's Moroccan, you know, this kind of, because she's a blondie and so yeah. He has a huge lack of confidence. He was a mess, okay? This guy was a mess. So he started the university there, started 3 jobs at the same time. He realized that this girl cheated on him. He got into a real severe depression, and then he was just facing himself. His parents were not that rich to afford such studies. You know, at the US, the studies are very expensive. The tuitions are very expensive. So this guy was facing himself, and then got his bachelor degree, came back, and I still remember one day he was talking to me and sharing this little story with me, because this guy also had the dream of being a comedian. We had this thing together. So he told me about this story one day during a marketing class. The teacher asked them, "How do you see yourself in 5 years?" And the guy answered and said, I see myself as a stand-up comedian. And then the whole class started laughing, making fun of him. Well, long short story, there's a small detail that I didn't tell you guys, is that this little guy has the same name as me. This little guy has the same body, and this little guy is me. My name is Amine Belghazi. I am, as they said, radio host, interpersonal. That's too much for me, okay? I know I'm doing all these things, but it's too much. I'm first of all comedian. I followed my dream with Ubaidullah. I don't know if you guys know Ubaid, who's a guy that I knew actually, and I regret it. At some point, he's a good guy. He's a very good guy. He's a brother. He's a real brother to me. And we started this dream of being real comedians. Alhamdulillah, it's working. I guess so. And during coronavirus, during this very painful moments, I made a lot of thinking. You know, when you have a degree and at the same time wanted to have like a double professional career, you start thinking at some point, okay, now I'm a comedian, but at the same time, did I waste 5 years of my life working or studying? So I really wanted to do something with this. So I started a lot of internships, a lot of formations, and I got into the thing that I simply master, which is talking to people. And I wanted to make it more formal and feel like make something out of it, and say to myself that you can do this, add it to your professional career, to the comedian career. So I don't wanna give any advice. I am not into, I'm in this position to give you guys advice. If I wanna say something, it's just feel it, okay? If you think that you're good in something, just do it. Simply do it. Like, just wake up and do it. There's no such. I know it's very difficult. You know, when you are the guy who lived all of this, and I always do this comment when I see, for example, during the ceremony of Oscars, when there's a lot of emotions during their speeches, and I say to myself, this is too much. Come on, this is too much. Just give us something concrete, okay? Just because they always say the same thing: believe in your dream, do this and do that. It's always the same thing. And now I find myself doing the same thing because that's true. That's the only thing that you can say. Just follow your dreams. Just know, the SWOT analysis. Make a personal SWOT analysis. You trace your work. Just do it. Just do it. And I guess you are all guys able to do that. I like the intervention of Mr. Samir when he said that 5 minutes is not enough. It's not enough at all, but I know that it's like I felt during your speech that there's this American structure, speech American structure, which is starting with the hook, giving 3-4 advice, plus a conclusion, something straight to the point. So that's what I try to do, okay? And what else? Do you want me to tell a joke? No, the thing that I forgot is that they told me to prepare a speech in English. I was not aware, I didn't know that there are a lot of translators. So I could have just make a speech in French, Arabic, and English, just to make you guys upset. All right, thanks ICESCO again for inviting me. Thank you for your attention. Hope to see you soon. And Ramadan Mubarak Saeed for everyone. Thank you so much.